Vulkem 350NF, 345, 346 Elastomeric Waterproof Traffic Deck Coating System. Vulkem 350NF, 345, 346 is a modified polyurethane traffic deck coating system composed of a base coat, a heavy-duty intermediate coat, and a top coat. This unique waterproofing system is designed to have tenacious adhesion, extreme impact and abrasion resistance, along with remarkable chemical stability. The elastomeric properties of the system's components enable the complete assembly to give and work with the concrete slab, bridging the shrinkage cracks. This parking deck system is designed for waterproofing concrete slabs and protecting occupied areas underneath from water damage. It also protects the concrete surface from the damaging effects of water, de-icing salts, chemicals, gasoline, oils, and antifreeze. Vulkem 350NF is a one-part polyurethane coating used as the elastomeric waterproof membrane of the system and is available in an R roller grade and an SL self-leveling grade for vertical and horizontal applications. Vulkem 345 is a two-part polyurethane coating that provides optimum wearing characteristics, and the top coat, Vulkem 346, is a one-part aliphatic polyurethane coating that provides additional chemical and UV resistance. The following products are recommended for use with the Vulkem 350NF 345 346 deck coating system. Dimonic 100 is a one-part moisture-curing gun-grade polyurethane sealant used for sealing cracks, control joints, drain detailing, and for use in forming cants. A closed-cell polyethylene backup material should be used in control joints and at the base of cants to prevent three-sided adhesion and to control the depth of the sealant. Vulkem Primer number 171 is a one-part film-forming primer to be used on porous surfaces. Trem Prime Non-Porous Primer is a one-part primer for use on non-porous substrates such as metals and plastics. Vulkem Primer number 191 QD is a one-part interlaminary primer for use when applying a fresh coat of Vulkem urethane after the preceding coat has been exposed for long periods and/or has lost its surface tack. Trem Prime Multi-Surface Urethane Primer is a VOC-compliant, quick-drying, two-part primer, excellent for use between two layers of urethane deck coating and can be used as a primer on all common construction substrates, including wood, concrete, PVC, and steel. Tremco Epoxy Primer is a two-part epoxy primer that's used with sand to level surfaces before applying the base coat. The recommended aggregate for use with this deck coating system is a 20 to 40 mesh or 0.6 to 0.9 mm diameter silica sand or alumina oxide, which imparts a textured finish and contributes to wear resistance. Before your surface receives a coating, sealant, or liquid applied flashing material, it must be sound, clean, and dry, eliminating any foreign material that may interfere with adhesion. Be sure to clean away any dirt, dust, and other particles, wax, oil, grease, tar, asphalt, mold, mildew, paint, sealers, coatings, and curing agents. The concrete shall be water cured and attain a 4,000 psi minimum compressive strength. The concrete finish shall be a light steel trowel followed by a fine hair broom or equivalent ICRI number 2 to number 4 CSP. Moisture content in the concrete must be lower than 4.5% as measured using a Tremex CME4 moisture meter. Depending on concrete construction and job site location, additional concrete testing may be required. Please contact your local Tremco sales or technical representative for more information. Surfaces must be free of defects that may telegraph and show through the finished coating. Surfaces that are rough, such as fins, ridges, exposed aggregate, honeycombs, and deep broom finishes, must be leveled and made smooth by applying a coat of Tremco Epoxy Primer, sanded, or equivalent filler material. Shrinkage cracks that are 1/16 of an inch or 3 mm wide and structural cracks from building movement regardless of width should be ground out to a minimum 1/4 inch wide by 1/2 inch deep. Apply a bead of Dimonic 100 sealant in the crack and tool flush. For control joints, install a backer rod, 1/8 inch to 1/4 inch, 3 mm to 6 mm diameter, larger than the joint. Set depth of backer rod to control the depth of the sealant. Depth of sealant is measured from the top of the concrete surface. See Tremco application instructions for proper depth of sealant. For horizontal to vertical joints, lay the backer rod into the corner at the juncture of all horizontal and vertical surfaces, such as curbs, wall sections, columns, or penetrations through the deck. Then apply a bead of Diamonic 100 sealant 1 inch or 25 millimeters wide over the backer rod. Tool the sealant bead to form a 45-degree cant. Use sufficient pressure to force out any entrapped air and to ensure a complete wetting of the surface. Remove excess sealant from the deck or wall surface. Be sure to tool sealant flush with the surface. Allow the sealant to cure 4 to 6 hours at standard temperature and humidity. Apply a 25 ml thick detail coat of Vulkem 350 NF roller grade 6 inches or 15.24 centimeters wide, centered over all untreated cracks, all routed and sealed cracks, and over all cold joints. Feather edge the terminating edge of the detail coat to prevent these edges from showing through the finished coating. Apply Vulkem 350 NF at 25 mils or 0.64 millimeters thick with a roller or notch trowel, including over all detail coats but excluding expansion joints. The Vulkem 350 NF needs 4 to 6 hours to cure at standard temperature and humidity and will have a slight surface tack to aid in the adhesion of the Vulkem 345. Mix the Vulkem 345 base component Part A and Curative Part B thoroughly to eliminate any settling. For step-by-step mixing instructions, consult the application instructions on our website. Apply the first coat of Vulkem 345 to driving lanes, ramps, and turn areas with a heavy-duty roller at a thickness of 15 wet mils or 0.38 millimeters. Be sure to apply Vulkem 345 in sections easily reached for back rolling, as you will broadcast 20 to 40 mesh or 0.6 to 0.9 millimeter diameter silica sand into the wet Vulkem 345. Immediately following application of the coating, broadcast the sand at a rate of 15 to 18 pounds per gallon or 0.5 kilograms per liter of Vulkem 345. Backroll the sand into the coating to ensure all the aggregate is evenly distributed. Allow the first coat of Vulkem 345 to cure 2 to 4 hours. Once cured, repeat the steps for a second coat of Vulkem 345, applied over the entire surface of the deck. Again, be sure to apply Vulkem 345 in sections easily reached for back rolling, as you will again broadcast sand or other aggregate into the wet Vulkem 345. Broadcast the sand at a rate of 12.5 pounds per gallon of Vulkem 345. Allow the second coat of Vulkem 345 to cure 2 to 4 hours. Apply Vulkem 346 top coat with a medium nap solvent-resistant roller at a rate of 133 to 160 square feet per gallon or 10 to 12 wet mils. Apply this final coat to the entire coated area. Allow the top coat to cure for 6 to 8 hours. Please see application instructions and review the cure chart table for temperatures and humidities outside of ambient ranges. Tremco recommends a minimum of 72 hours after the final top coat has cured before allowing vehicular traffic on the deck. For complete application instructions, including cleanup tips, alternate methods, and common industry application issues, please visit our website at www.tremcosealants.com. Note that application techniques may vary depending on regional climate differences. For information specific to your region, contact your local Tremco sales or technical representative.